Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one, and I'm very proud and pleased to have this now. I picked it up today from the postal dispatch. It arrived earlier in the week. I got it from Comics and Cocktails. I had never heard of them until Bosk's Bounty started to talk about them, but they have them in stock, or they did, and then I know that other suppliers are also getting a few more back, so, well, get onto it if you haven't got one already. But anyway, I'm really pleased to have one. I don't think I'll be getting a second one because this is what I love about vintage boxes. When you've opened it, it still looks like it did when it was mint, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm just pleased to have a skiff. I have a barge and I'm really looking forward to having this. Stay with me, I shall open it and review it basically, and I'll show you what it looks like next to the barge. I'm going to give you a closer look at this as well, all in there. That's what it looks like when you open the box. Really good. The touch-ups on this are immense, just as good as they were on the tank. You know, I'm doing really well. I've got loads of vehicles now. I've got an AT-AT and a Legacy Collection Falcon. I have a TIE Fighter, and I have an X-Wing. I've got that now. I've got the tank that I just mentioned, an AT-ST. Speaking of AT-ST, there is a new one on the market soon, the Mandalorian one. So there was a period in my collecting, and I didn't think I was going to get into vehicles. But man, I'm accumulating them. I really am. So if you have a look at this one, let's do it. Boom. Yes. Excuse me, welcome back. So I'm going to do this video in bits. First thing I want to do is to show you again this amazing artwork. So we're in a different room here. Some natural light coming in. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? And I like the way they've given you a good idea of what you can do with your skiff once you've unboxed it and set it up just like it was in the Return of the Jedi. I myself will not be setting it up like that. For those who know me, I do own a barge, but I have my barge set up in a period before the Return of the Jedi, just a generic kind of era for Jabba. But I do have on that skiff, on the barge, on my barge, I've got like his, for example, I've got his old protocol droid on there, some of his bounty hunters and entourage just hanging out there. So my plan for my skiff is to have on, a couple of skiff guards. I'm going to put him on. I've got him loose. There won't be him on there. I'd love to have him, but I'd have him on easily. I have a Weequay and he'll be on. And I've got Brock as well. I might stick him on there. But my plan is just to have a generic thing going on, basically. Because at the end of the day, I figure... Sorry, did I give you a good enough look at that packaging? There's nothing. Let's see what's going on the back. The basic thing with I figure with a skiff is... There it is. We'll have a look at that in a minute. It would have just been used for, obviously, getting rid of... dispensing with prisoners and stuff, like, you know, walking the plank, yada yada. But also, I figure it would just be security. You know, they have people on board for security, and they'd have skiffs going around the perimeter, no doubt. You know, it's all one massive entourage. It's like a, what do you call it now? A little, I can't think of the word now. Not a blockade. What's the word? I can't think. Should really get a script together for these videos, shouldn't I? It'll come to me in a minute. So anyway, down we go. I think I'd just like to just show you what it looked like when you open it up. So as you can see, everything's being secured in there very nicely. That is really, really nice. It's hard to tell in a video, but it's got a really hard kind of desert sand feel and look to it. This is what I'm talking about with the paint touch-ups there. They've got them all over the tank as well, the Imperial assault tank, and they're great. Such good attention to detail. As you will have probably seen in other videos covering the skiff, the metal touch-ups are really, really good. That doesn't have any in there, which is interesting, but it still looks very well detailed. That does that. That's great. I mean, they've got that on the barge as well. And as for the finish of it, look at that. That's so good. It's fantastic. This cost me £50 with Comics and Cocktails. I just wanted one, and I was paranoid I wasn't going to get one with a little bit of a mishap with another supplier. But you know, I've got one now, and that's the end of it. That's the end of it. And I don't really care how much I pay. I just don't want to be paying double price when it's finished at retail. That's the bottom line. So what I'll do in a minute is I will a convoy! That's the word I was thinking of. A convoy. So these things are like part of a convoy that follow and protect the barge. So people I know have bought two, which is great if you want to do a kind of a Return of the Jedi mock-up, but one will do me, especially where I've got it displayed. So what I'm going to do now, folks, is I'm going to take it out of here, set it all up, and then we'll have a look at what it looks like after that. Boom. Yep, before I do anything else, I just want to show you these other images that are on the packaging. So there is Vidain at the back, and there's Luke saluting R2, and there is Lando hanging off. It's a shame, I've got a spare Lando that I need to open, and I'd like him on there, but because I've decided to do this pre-Return of the Jedi thing, I don't really want him on there, but I might just slip him on somehow, you know what I mean? You know, there you go. So then I can't wait to see what it does when you kind of can do all that articulation with it. So let's get it set up. Here we go. Okay, I told you a lie there. The next shot was gonna be it set up, but I've changed my mind. I just want to very quickly show you the inlay card there, which is nice. I'm gonna follow these foolproof instructions. There's the base there. These are all the bits that came in a separate bag. These were attached on the actual cardboard separately. I presume that's to stop them getting bent. Of course it is. And then these are here. That's the first thing I'll be putting on. But before I mounted it, this is why I wanted to just film it now like this, just to give you another look at the top. But more importantly, the base. The base of it looks fantastic, like a boat. Just like a little, look at this. So I just want to show you the base of it. There we go. And we all know what it does when you put it on. You can articulate it so it slants like it did in the movie. Whoa, whoa! When I think it's Vizam is blasting him from the top deck of the Katana. And then, yeah. So there it is. There's all that lovely artwork. I mean, touch-ups, attention to detail is brilliant, isn't it? Really good. Be interested to see what the value of this thing is in a few years. Probably double in price, no doubt. It's nice that this is, well, you can get it for, I think you could have got it for 40 quid. Maybe not including postage, or maybe with, but now I got it for 50. But, you know, the X-Wing's going for 100 maybe. Well, $100 anyway. So I don't know what the price is going to be for these things. But anyway, this is a decent-sized vehicle. Look at the detail of it, the paint and everything. So I'm surprised they didn't charge more for this. Anyway, what are your thoughts on that? I don't know. That's just my opinion. It comes to see if there's different... Look at that. It's brilliant, isn't it? Look at the airbrushing. All right, really good. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's get it set up. Boom. Oh yeah, and there it is. Yeah, really, really great. Really great. And it looks like it's floating, doesn't it? Because look at this. This hanging down there protects, or it covers that. And then, yeah, you know what I mean? It's great. It's really good. And I want to show you this as well, because I've just taken this off and put that on, because that's like an alternative gate or siding there that you can put on. In fact, actually, I prefer it like just the normal one, actually, to be honest. That's all like with all the damage that is caused, I guess, during the battle on the Return of the Jedi. See what's going on the box. On the box, they've gone for standard, haven't they? See? That one there. This one is just a little bit of extra that you can use. It's not actually as well painted as that one, I don't think. Anyway, I don't know. But still, it's a little bit of a feature to it anyway. And I'll put that back in there. So much I want to say in one go. It's tough doing a video like this. Just as I said, I started by just saying the honest truth, which is it's great, and there's the articulation that you can do with it. So you can kind of tilt it just like it was in Return of the Jedi. Han! Chewie! This is much better than it is on the barge. The actual, whatever you call those, the air vents or flaps or whatever you call them, you can't really articulate them much on the barge, but this you can. It sort of articulates there, and it's also got a ball joint there, so you can do all sorts of different stuff with them. Loads of other good features. I've now covered up that hatch that didn't look so good inside. It wasn't as well painted. Unfortunately, that also comes with a cover, but we had a look at that before. Which would be nice. It's just amazing the attention to detail they put on stuff that's supposed to be covered up and not seen by the eye when it's all in place. But there's one final thing I want to show you, which you will have seen in other reviews, because I'm a little bit late in the market and doing a review. But if you take that off, which it came packaged with that on, that cover, when you remove it, it's just, can you even, if I hold it up to the, no, there's no light that comes through. It's just fantastic. Look at all that engine work inside there. Such a great, and look, it's all been painted inside as well. That is brilliant. It just breaks my heart to put this cover on. But when you do, it's amazing how well all the paint matches up. So I don't know if it's just a generic They can't have painted it first and then removed them. I doubt it. It'll just be computer science can predict where things are painted, I guess. They'll know on that component to put a dab of paint there, dab of paint there. But obviously it marries up perfectly when you put it in. So there are the options there. What else to show you? The controls really good. Look at that. That steampunk style, I guess. Well, I don't know. Here it is. From that side there. So I might put that back on. Actually, I'll do that now for you. Look at it. See how it looks? It's floating. Obviously, it's helped by the whiteness of the background of my video. But that's great. I was really worried about this thing looking like it was rubbish, as in it's blatantly on posts. But it's not. It kind of works well. So I suppose this background, this is magnolia colour, this wall, and this is a cream coloured ironing board. It works well with the supports. They're not completely transparent. They're kind of like a translucent style, but let me fit this back on. There you go. You've got to be careful. I don't want to be too heavy-handed with this kind of thing. And there is the plank they walk. Well, Luke walks anyway. It's quite funny, isn't it? For years, you know, for years I watched Return of the Jedi, and it only dawned on me, probably because I was getting ready to go back to Disney World and I was thinking of Pirates of the Caribbean. This whole style is so Galleon-esque, isn't it? It's like the pirate themed kind of style going on with Jabba and his entourage and the goons and everything. Because I think it was when the barge arrived, I looked at it and I thought, my God, that's just one huge pirate's galleon now in my living room. But that skiff is awesome. So I think the final thing I'm going to do for you in this video, ladies and gentlemen, is get it next to the barge, put some figures on it. Join me. Boom. Alright, so here we are. Thank you very much for watching today. This is the only place I can put the skiff right now. The barge is just to the left there. So what I've figured out is that this is where I keep my barge. It's just on this long kind of bookcase thing. It's the perfect place to put it, but you can set it up however you want, but just so you get the best of it, it's kind of like going around. So imagine it was doing a perimeter. I figured that the skiff is just on its way around the backside there, and I've put these guys on. So there's Weequay there, and Verdane and Brock's got his back to us. I did have all of these on the deck, but the deck looked very cluttered. Verdane, poor guy, was just sort of propped up against one of these posts here, just waiting to get into action. But now I've got a full crew, and there is the skiff going around it. So it does work very nicely. It's just like, the perfect companion. Technically I'd like it going sort of like here somewhere, or at the front leading the way, like as I said, a convoy, a scout party going on ahead. But overall I'm very proud to have even owned one of these things here. I never thought I'd get one, but I do, and then now I've got this to go with it. So if you do have a barge, or even if you don't, if you want to kind of have a taste of the action, get one of these skiffs, man. Brilliant. So there you are, very pleased. So that is it for the full set now. So I'm going to go in that way for you if you'd like. So thank you very much indeed for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out.